What's good, everybody? Welcome to Karu the Mentor presents life lessons where wisdom meets real life, and every lesson helps you grow stronger, wiser, and better. I am your host, Karu the Mentor. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into these comments. Make sure y'all put a like on the video, man. Like, it's important for the algorithm, man. Drop a comment. Because guess what? I do be in them comments. So before we go into the video, I just want to say, man, I got a new thing coming out, man. I just want to keep promoting my new venture that's coming out. I'm getting my team together, doing some really, really big things. Be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really, really big. I think I've been thinking about this thing that I'm trying to do for 10 years. I didn't have the money nor the time, and at the time that I thought about it, I was in San Diego. I don't think I would have been able to get what I wanted to get in San Diego, but now I'm on the East Coast. It's going to be a really, really big thing, man. So stand by. I should be announcing that sometime in August. It's going to be big, man. I don't know. I don't know if people are ready for what I'm about to do, because my vision for it is so freaking big, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but man, it's going to be big. I plan on doing big things. Shout out to my team. This is going to be, the next year is going to be a big year for us. So stand by for that. I hope you guys are ready to support. I'm going to need y'all support. I'm going to need the love and the prayers, man, because it's going to be a really, really big thing. I plan on touching a lot of lives. I plan on doing a lot, man. And I don't know. I don't even know how to even explain it, because it's just without telling you what it is. But just stand by, man. Keep up with your boy, man. Give that like, share, comment, subscribe, because that'll support my new venture. Those things are free. You know what I'm saying? When you put those likes and you comment and all that stuff, take 15 seconds out of your time and you just comment something, I'll answer back. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at those comments, man. I'm looking at them. Give me a like, man. Help me out. So we're going to get right into this video. Now, I haven't seen this video, and shouts out to this dude, man, and this girl, their podcast, man. Man, I love their podcast. I don't know if I don't know their names yet, but I've been watching them a little bit, and I didn't see the video, but he says a lot of things that I definitely agree with. There's some things I may or may not agree with, but at the end of the day, it is definitely a big, 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 big thing. I'm definitely looking at him as a some sort of, not I'm gonna say some sort of, but as a mentor, as far as, getting some ideas about how men think, how stand-up men think. You know what I'm saying? Because there's 3 stages to a man. I don't know if you know that, but there's 3 stages to a man. As a boy, when he's going around and he's having he doesn't really understand the consequences of the things that he's doing, right? And then, he just does whatever until he has until either he starts to understand that every action has an opposite and equal reaction to what he's doing. That's when he becomes an adult, right? And that adult starts taking care of his kids and his family, and he starts to understand that his actions can affect other people's lives in real time. Like when you're a boy, you're not understanding that your actions are affecting somebody, because you could just run away, you can get away. But when you become an adult, you start to see in real time. You know what I'm saying? This is about the time when he has that child, right? And he starts to say, well, I got to step up and be a man for that child, right? I gotta be more for him, for that, or him or her, for my child, because they're looking at me. And then once he starts to see that, then he becomes a man because now he got to understand that he's got to provide, he's got to make sure that the world is better for his child. So he starts to get more involved in the community. He starts to get more involved in politics because he starts to understand that just doing this now can affect the children later. So he starts to get more involved because he knows these things. And then he starts to look back. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he starts to understand the lessons and the lessons that he's learned over time. He starts to see that coming to fruition because now he's looking back. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, who else been through this? He starts to be ready to be mentored. He starts to become a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Just like myself, I always wanted to do some sort of mentorship. You know what I'm saying? Being a former boot camp instructor, man, one of the best forms of mentorship was being over there. Did I make them do push-ups? Yes. Was I a little mean? Yes. But everything had a purpose to teach them something. Okay? And that is where I'm at right now. I'm a man now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm worried about my community. I'm worried about the mistakes. I want people not to make the same mistakes that I made. So now I'm more of a mentor, even though I've been a mentor for a long period of time because I always gave my friends advice and put myself in these situations, but I always gave them advice. You know what I'm saying? So, segue right into back to what I was saying. This is why my vision of what I'm trying to do is so big. So support. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need your prayers. I'm going to need your support. I'm going to need these likes. I'm going to need these comments. You know what I'm saying? Those things are free. You know what I'm saying? To take you 15, 20 seconds to put a comment on there, man. So keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep putting the likes up, man. But we're gonna get right into this video, and then we're gonna talk about the video. I'm gonna stop it. I'm probably not going to watch the whole thing. I'm trying to keep a certain time, but he says a lot of points. I did not see the video. I just saw 30 seconds of it. Okay, this is real time reaction, so we're gonna get right into the video. So let's get it.
You know the issue is when you have a conversation and you ask a man certain questions, you have to be receptive of hearing what you don't want to hear.
Okay.
And a lot of times when I do talk to women, you have to be very mature to hear a conversation. I'm very honest.
Okay.
And a lot of times people take it as if I'm attacking, but in reality, I'm just going to tell the truth.
Okay.
If you ask me, Q, if a guy's not answering their phone calls, what do you think? I'm like, Barry, got somebody else.
Okay.
And if
This man came out the gate. Out the gate. Whoa, shucks. It's one of those things. You know, I don't totally disagree, but what I will say is you have to learn that one action doesn't necessarily mean this. You understand what I'm saying? You have to look at the collection of things. That's the more wiser way of looking at it. A collection of things. So if he don't pick up your phone call when you call, and he only calls you from a certain time to a certain time, and you never gone to his house, or when you gone to his house, you going to handle business and you out, and he putting you out. You know, you gotta learn to look at it from, you gotta step back on that picture to really see what it is that man is doing, to understand. You know, you got to step back. You got to look at a couple of things. You know, you can't just jump right off the action of one thing, because that's not it. It's a collective of things. You know what I'm saying? Because you and how I think of it, you got to have what's called the process of elimination. You got to eliminate. Okay, he might be busy. Okay, and now you wait, because he may have time for you, but just not right now. But you got to look at it from a section of time too. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can identify if this man is serious or not serious about you. You know. But we're gonna keep it going.
a woman that don't want to hear that, you know, she wanted to hear, maybe he busy. That's what in her mind, she wanted to hear that. But me, I'm just telling her like, yo, maybe he's sleeping with somebody else. And it gets her, I'm like,
but
see?
why do you automatically go to maybe he sleep? Can he not be busy?
No, yes, he can. But in the same breath, a lot of times we make time for what we want. And when a person is not making time for you, it's because you're not who he really want.
Now, that's true, though. Again, you're looking at a couple of things of a certain time, but that is very true. If he wants you, he is going to make time for you. It doesn't matter, even if because I did it, even if I didn't get no sleep, but I wanted to be with that person, I made time for that person.
So it can't be possible that if he just didn't pick up your call, he may have just been busy. It has to be.
It can't be a pattern.
Automatic.
If it's a pattern,
okay.
You know, that's what you got to pay attention to. Red flags is patterns. Okay. I'm saying red flags are patterns. So when you look at someone that's continuous, red flags are patterns. So if you see,
yes. And I'm happy that he went into that because it's not necessarily this. You have to be careful. Little nugget right here. Here goes the nugget. If you really want to catch somebody cheating, just watch them from a distance. You don't have to let them know that you watch them. Just watch them from a distance. A person is going to show you what they really are and what they're really about. Just watch from a distance. Sometimes you might have to just be like, you know what? I'm going to remove myself from it because I don't know what you got going on and I can't understand it. This is why women should be careful about who they sleep with, because when you get involved emotionally with somebody, you create a soul tie to that person. Now you want it to work. You want it to work. This is why you have to step back and just be able to look. Once a man gets you there, and that's the whole point, is to get you there, this is where you trip up because now you're second guessing yourself. This is why you got to be sharp. You got to be selective. Experiences does not help women. It only helps men, because men have to know how to talk to women. We have to know that. That is a skill that we have to learn. We got to know you're communicating when you're not communicating. That's important. You know what I'm saying? When you think you're not communicating and you're not, and you got an attitude, we have to know that. Experience is not good for women. It's only good for men.
See someone continuously doing certain things, you know that's a pattern.
Okay.
That's what makes someone, that's why you got to give it enough time to see somebody patterns.
Okay.
Because it's hard to pick up on my patterns if you haven't been around a person long enough. Like, for instance, I might know that you like the shoes off at the door. Why do I know that? Because I've seen the pattern of constantly coming to your home, right? So that's what you learn. But if you move so fast, you don't learn a person's patterns. You don't see red flags.
And he just said it. Yo, this knowledge that we have is the same knowledge I believe that you have. Okay? You know what's right and wrong. You know what these YouTube channels are telling you shouldn't be nothing new to you. You know a part of it, maybe you don't know all of it, but you know a part of it. You know what I'm saying? The people that are listening to this are not stupid. You're not stupid. You're not. You know better. You know better. I believe 95% of the things that you go through has already been prepared for you, and you already know what to do. You, for some reason, don't want to do it. You know what to do. You're smart. I know it. Because every situation that I've been in, or every situation my friends been in, and I tell them you know what, you're right. I did know. You know what to do.
Because every person looks perfect when you don't get to know them. Okay. Right? Okay. So what did you think she chewed me up about, matter of fact? I want to hear this.
Here we go. You are so like...
Nah, you said it. So
I don't know if it's insecurity or
oh my God.
Just like
we always get called
narcissism
names.
mixed together. Like, I don't know what it is.
We always get called names.
But I just think that she had good points. Like, you guys are going back and forth. I do think that, she was just, counteracting some of the things that you were saying. I mean,
you know what was bothering her?
What was bothering her?
Because I was saying the older thing. And let me establish this. I do not say older women don't have a value. That's not what I say. I said men value younger women. Mm-hmm. I never said older women don't have a value. Okay. That's never been what I said. What I do say is, if a man has worked hard to build himself up, and he is considerably the elite of men, he's going to be very selective, and chances are he's going to date a woman that's younger. Okay, let's take Shaquille O'Neal. He's over 50. Do you think Shaquille O'Neal is looking for a 50-year-old woman?
Okay.
I'm asking you, do you think so?
I don't know what he's looking for.
But in your mind, you see?
I'm listening. I'm just listening to you.
We see it. We see his patterns. But again, Shawnee started off with him, and that was a different scenario. But moving on from that, he's definitely going to look for younger.
Okay.
And it's just because it's a preference thing. And I just think that a lot of times, and I think you take it as if I'm saying that older women don't have value. That's not what I'm saying. And I do believe that you're 40, he's 40, it should make sense. But that's not how he's going to view it, because one, most successful men do not, right, look for a woman that already has luggage and baggage.
And that is the reason why they don't like older women, because of the luggage and baggage. But I'm here to tell you, older women, he didn't say it, and I'm not saying he did. You're not as valuable as you was before, but everybody has value. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody has value. Your value is just a little bit, not a little bit, depending on what you did, your value is diminished. You know what I'm saying? Because of the things that you experienced. And that is the reason why. It is not necessarily because, of how you look or whatever. It plays a part. But if you take care of yourself and you have yourself to a higher standard, and you present yourself very well, no matter what, you are going to get a man. If you're not a hood booger and putting up stuff, look at, oh man, what is his name? I can't think of his name, but there's a guy on YouTube. Maybe I should do a reaction to his too, because he be saying some, oh. But anyway, there's a guy that he the women call and they ask him questions. And what happens is he goes to their Instagram. This is what men are gonna do. They're gonna look at that. Are you thirst trapping? Are you trying to find validation in other men? That's a hard thing to deal with. Men don't want to deal with that. If I already competed for you and I won, I don't need to keep competing again and again and again. I'm not gonna do that. Either you with me or you not with me. That's how men think. And then the times that women should think like that, they don't normally. You know what I'm saying? Now, what am I talking about? Well, like, okay, he's saying women that have younger have more value. He didn't say older women don't have no value, but because in your mind it's a yes or a no, it's black or white, then it's if this is white, then this is black. It's got to be this. No, it's or yin and yang. I won't say black or white. Let's say yin and yang. Well, if he said this, then that means he mean this. No, that's not what he's saying. No, every man knows that every woman has value, but do you value yourself to keep yourself together, to present yourself well, to not trying to be on this Instagram thirst trapping? That is the issue. That is the issue. And being that, and with older women, having the experiences is a negative thing. It is not a positive thing for you. It's not. It is not. It is not good. Getting a little vulgar. If a woman was experienced in sex, and I'm not going to get into it. If she too experienced in sex, I'm going to ask questions. Hey, I know this ain't the first time. It's good, but I don't know. Man, she just too is. She knows what she's doing. That's not a good thing. That's not, because there's nothing for me to teach you. When I was dating women, that is what I did. I taught them something. Because I knew that if I teach you something, that is going to stick in your head longer than me doing whatever it is I'm going to do with you. It don't matter. Just saying.
Meaning, a lot of times, I told you before, when a woman leaves a situation, she carries a lot of mental luggage with her.
Bingo.
You ever got into an argument with a woman early in a relationship and is exaggerated? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at you like, damn, why is it so intensified? Because Tyrone that hurt you, Michael that hurt you, Chris that hurt you, Q's getting the repercussions of those men hurting you. But then again, when you talk to this woman that you're dealing with, she's not seeing that you're not even really should be dating because you haven't healed from all of those scars that these men have left on your heart. So now I have to play Dr. Fixer because these guys left her broken. This is why initially, biblically, a woman was supposed to be in a sense of cleanse, like pure. This is why women got dressed in white dresses.
Yes. Experience is a negative thing. It is not a positive thing for a woman to have a lot of experiences. It's not. It is not. It's not good. Because you start to compare, you start to think like if this is why I'm saying when a younger woman dates an older man, he is in a different stage of his life. So he can bring experiences that the man that is her age cannot. He's still trying to figure it out. So this is why older women want, younger women, if you look on the dating show, they want an older man. You know why? Because they know he's established, right? They feel like they're going to do the shortcut, but it's really a long cut because guess what? One is going to be more important than the other because he's going to expect you to do certain things. He's going to expect you to be home. He's not going to want to go to the club. He's not going to want to do that. He's not going to want to get drunk and have a good time. No, he's not going to want to do that. Younger women want to do, not all, I'm not saying all. Please don't get me in the absolute column. But what I'm saying is, the younger women, they want to experience that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do you? But what I'm saying is, when you dating the older man, he's not going to want to do that. And a lot of times, when you figure it out that he doesn't want to do that, then you leave. But your status is higher now, or the bar that you set for yourself is higher now because you're like, I had a guy paying for everything. Why can't you pay for everything? It don't work like that. You dating a totally different person at a totally different stage of his life when you're dating a guy that's your age. So now you get to be 40. And now you're looking at other 40-year-olds. He's like, well, I'm going to go date the younger woman because he hasn't experienced those things that you've experienced because it takes us a longer time. We have to earn value to get anything that we have. This is why we start to hit our peak in our 40s. You know, I'm 44 now. I'm not dating no more. But what I'm saying is, when I was in my 30s, I hit a peak because now I was, at the time, my mind was a little, I was not in the 30s when I was dating. But the point I'm trying to make is, when I was dating, when I was younger, I was still climbing to my peak. And I knew that I was going to get to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I knew that I could still attract younger women. But then I stopped dating them. I stopped messing with them so much because they want to do shit I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do that all the time. I didn't want to run to the club all the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do that. That's not fun for me. That wasn't fun for me then. I like to go to the club with my friends and laugh and drink and do, but I like to do that with my friends, not with my girl, because I didn't want her to be dressed in a certain way and all that other stuff. But I'm a whole different story. But the point I'm trying to make is, at the end of the day, it takes time. You have to take your time. When you get to know somebody, you have to take your time, and you have to understand that going for older men as young women can hurt you more than it can help you. It can hurt you, and it will. Experience is not the best thing for women.
Because they were supposed to be virgins. The more experiences that a woman have, the more luggage they take in their relationships. They move on with it. Because again, y'all emotional creatures.
But I just don't think, I think where we disagree is I don't think that's the case for all older women. You saying that most older men or a man who's established would prefer younger women. I don't want to disagree with that because I can't speak for men. Okay. But I don't think that every older woman comes with baggage, comes broken, comes, looking for a man to mend her. I do think that you have some older women that are just established, no BS taken. And sometimes I feel like some men don't want to step up to that.
That's a lie. Listen, Kevin Samuels said it, bro. The ones that are supposed to be married are married because they're supposed to be married. The ones that are not married are not supposed to be married. They're not ready. A man knows femininity. A man knows it. Go and look at the people in your family, the ones that are dignified, the ones that got something, they got a husband, and they're fine, they're comfortable. And then they come in the room, their essence lights up the room. You know what I'm saying? My wife's aunts, when they come in the room, everybody know you ain't gonna do no cussing. You gonna pull up your pants. I don't wear my pants down, but when the younger cousins are, they pull their pants up. The nieces and nephews, they pull their pants up. I mean the nephews, excuse me, not the nieces and nephews, but the nephews, they pull their pants up. They know. They know. Just like when a man comes around, I've seen it with my own eyes. When a real man comes around, you know that's a real man. And when he corrects you, you know that is a man that is correcting you, not no little boy, not no, a woman knows a masculinity and a man knows masculinity. I mean, a man knows femininity. We know, you know. Come on, man. That's BS.
And I think when you've said in previous episodes that younger women are a lot more bendable, flexible.
Yes.
To me, I interpreted that as, is it because you're able to kind of manipulate them somewhat? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like some younger women, not all, may just be a little bit more young-minded. So for older men, I think a 50-year-old dating a 25-year-old is a substantial difference. She hasn't even lived up to close of the,
I think that's
you know what I mean?
too.
So, or maybe even a 50-year-old dating a 35-year-old.
I don't think nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that the age gap is significant enough where your experiences versus hers are just totally different.
So my question is,
before he gets in it, I want to explain manipulation. It's not, okay, if a man is playing and he's still playing around, yes, he does use his age as a form of manipulation. He does. And let's just be real. Like, let's just get it. He does that. He does. He understand. Yo, I just wish that we could just be real. Yeah, a little bit he does. He does. Because she may not know yet. She may not understand yet. But if he's playing, that's what he's doing. He knows I'm gonna give her a little money and this, that, and the third. If he knows that. But if he's serious, he's going to teach her. He's going to show her the game. Women, this is how you know a man loves you, when he start to show you the game. When he's telling you, this is like when he's telling you, yo, don't wear this because this type of person gonna attract this, and don't do that. That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? That he likes you enough to give you the game and understand how men think. That's how you know. It is not to control you. It is to understand that you represent him, and also to make you better. Because he wants. The thing is, the woman is the crown on a man's head. I always say that. So if he's telling you how to conduct yourself, he's trying to make you understand that, yo, look, you don't need all that. You are dignified. You have pride. Take pride in how you look. You know what I'm saying? How you present yourself. Cussing all the damn time ain't cool. This is why I say the tattoos are not cool, man. It's sexy and it's great. But you are for a short time. Definitely, you are for a fun time, not a long time. This is how men think. But you can't tell women that. If you want to get a tattoo, get a tattoo so only that man can see. That is his gift from you to him. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. Getting tattoos all over your face and on your neck and on your chest where your cleavage is at and on your leg and all go down your leg. It's not cool. If he's a good guy and he's a businessman, you know what I'm saying? Those tattoos don't look cool anymore because he's going in front of his counterparts. And you are part of the package that he is presenting, saying that how you look, because how you look is a direct reflection of him. I remember one time I was dating a girl, and at the time I was going overseas, and I had a tailor-made suits, and I did that because I knew I was going to be a millionaire. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew, even to this day, I know that I'm going to be a millionaire. But I had these tailor-made suits. I had 20 tailor-made suits, and I was going to wear one of them to a Christmas party. Right? And if you're in the military, if you was in the military or you're in the military, you know that the Christmas party is the one thing that everybody comes out and everybody presents their significant other. I went to the Christmas party. I was going to the Christmas party, and this girl had a cocktail dress on. And I explained to her, that is not the dress you wear. Oh, no, this, that, and third. And the cleavage came down to like this, like to down her breast at the time. And she had to button it up with a safety pin because it just came too low. Okay? And we're in Virginia, so it doesn't get all that cold at that time, but it was cold enough. But it was a cocktail dress. It was more like a dress. It was a red dress too. And if women don't know, red is to get men's attention. But anyway, it was a red cocktail dress. And I said, yo, this is not the dress you wear. Don't wear this dress. No, I want to wear it. Because she was older than I was, right? So, okay, cool. Not to say that it mattered, but it mattered. Because she felt like I couldn't tell her nothing. So we went to the party anyway. Went to the party. Now I had a three-piece suit on. I had it was gray. I love the color gray. You know what I'm saying? Pinstripes on the shirt. I was just smashing, to me anyway. I felt like I was. But it was a tailor-made gray suit. She wore a red dress. I don't think they went together anyway, but that's what she wanted to do. So she wore the red dress. When she started to see that people wasn't wearing those type of dresses over there, and this is what I was warning her about, they were more covered up, they were classy, not trashy. When she seen that, she almost wanted to leave. The only reason why she stayed was because we wasn't coming back. And she told me at the end, you know what, you was right. I shouldn't have wore that. Yeah, I'm telling you, don't wear that type of stuff. When a man start to show himself in that way, and he's teaching you how he think, he's not trying to control you. He's trying to make sure that when he is not in the room, that the respect level is still the same, because you're going to have an aura about you that you ain't for the nonsense. That's why he's telling you what to do. That's why he's telling you what to wear. He's not telling you what to wear to control you. He's telling you what to wear to fend off the BS from men. That is what she's trying to educate you so you don't make no mistakes. Because you have to, in a relationship, you have to protect the person from not making those stupid mistakes. Even women do it the same way. When we start going through the phones and we start, when Obama was sitting, I remember seeing Obama in a chair, and a white girl was sitting beside him, and Michelle was sitting on the other side of him. So like Michelle was sitting on the left, him, and then the white girl was sitting on the right. Don't you know, some way, somehow, he got him up and sat him on the other side so she could sit in between him and that white girl. Not this, it was a white girl, so I don't want to know nothing. But sit between that woman, because she knew I don't want none of the BS. That's the same thing. That's the same thing.
Do you believe that a lot of the women that are becoming the older women, they have an issue with it because of the fact that they feel like they're losing the good men because they prefer younger women? You heard what I said, Tyler? Do you believe that a lot of older women,
right?
They get mad at the fact that a lot of the men that are older like younger because they're aged out from those kind of guys?
Do they get offended?
No, they feel like they aged out. They feel like they're obsolete to those guys. So is there like a little jelly in there?
I don't know if it's per se jealous. I can't speak for every woman. I don't know if it's per se being jealous, but I do take offense to when I hear older women, you lose value when you get older, because
one thing I hate, and I'm going to stop it right here, but because I drove my point, but one thing I hate about women when we have these conversations, I know you can't speak for all women, I know that, but at the same time, do you not see where the correlation, like, could you not understand that that's probably what's happening? But instead of you saying that, and I'm not getting at her per se, I'm just talking about, we have these debates, it's almost as if you sidestep the question, and knowing that you probably would have felt the same way. Like, come on, man, that's what it is. This is why older women hate on younger women. Come on, man. Come on, stop. Like I just wish that we'll be more honest and more and like just be like, you know what? That makes sense. I may not agree, but I can see how you got there. Women don't do that. And when they have these conversations, and that'd be part of the problem that I'll be talking about, what I'll be saying, like, this is why sometimes men don't want to talk to women because they always want to be able to move the goalposts whenever they need to. And that is problematic in my opinion. That is problematic. You can't really solve the problem if you have the option of moving the goalpost. Nah. That is a valid that you don't have to agree, but you can say, you know what? I can see how that happens. And that's true. And again, that's why I say men know women better than women know women because we deal with them on a consistent basis. We have to. We have to understand women. If you're married, you have to get around a married man, right? And let him tell a story of what's going on in his house. Like, yeah, I had to my wife, like for instance, for me, right? Every married man know this, right? If she's downstairs and she's cleaning up, right? And she starts to ask questions of the kids and she starts telling them they got to clean. You know what? I just got on to get up and start cleaning. You know why? Because I know it's going to come to me. Every married man know that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're listening, you probably laughing right now because it's true. If she starts cleaning and you sitting down and she's getting after the kids, y'all do this, blah, 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 blah. She's coming for you too, and you know that. So you just get up, babe. What you need me to do? What you need me to do right now so I can go on and get this done? Because you already know it's coming. It's coming. So I just wish sometimes we would be more understanding and not to necessarily say that it's right or wrong, but just know, like, you know what, I could see that because it's true. It is true, and they're running away from it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly go into some of these comments right quick. I'm going to try to keep it a little shorter, but I'm not going to explain everything, but this is true. But I wanted to go into the comments because a lot of times this kind of drives home some of the points if they had any questions. At Mr. JMZR1HK, I don't know who that is, but why is she there? She doesn't listen. She doesn't like dealing with the facts and she's combative. No, I think she's married, so she does something right, and we got to understand that. I think she's more there for the banter because, I think that she's supposed to do that. Like, let's not take her and just say she is the problem. Like, that's not it. That is when she's answering. We have to. When people get on this internet and they answer and we're able to respond, we have to be thankful because this is how the conversation starts. And if they put their business out to the point where we can actually respond to it, we shouldn't be so judgmental. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn that this is how we learn. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair. Like, it's not fair that we could just judge these people that put these things out here because it is very important that we get that we understand their response too. You understand what I'm saying? And we can't do that. When she's up there, I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for all those people that put these things out here so we can actually learn and understand and talk about these things. Because if she don't do that, how will we know? I mean, at some point we get an assumption, but now we're hearing it from the horse's mouth. Like, be more thankful. Because this is how the truth is getting out. So just be more thankful. Stop being so judgmental. We have to stop doing that. Let's do another one. She has a problem with the truth again. No, whether she has a problem with the truth or not is irrelevant because it is what it is. But again, what her job is to do is to be the representation of some kind about what women are going through and their ideas or how they are looking at it. Because if we don't have that, how will we directly know? And that's it. I want to get something else. Tiny Tunes 2517 says, I hear you, my brother, and I've subscribed. Keep speaking the truth boldly without apology. Too often the voices are calling for accountability, integrity, and mutual respect are drowned out. But those messages matter now more than ever. These ladies need to hear the real men. Men who stand up with firm values, lead with strength and wisdom, and aren't afraid to speak honestly, even if it's unpopular. Keep challenging minds, encouraging growth, and standing for what you believe is right. The world needs more men willing to lead by example, and I agree. And you know, and I just wanna give Mr. Kevin Samuels his flowers, and only because he was able to reach so many people. Now I know there's a lot of people out here that do that. I myself am a Kevin Samuels fan. I've watched his show when he was alive, and I loved his show because a lot of the things that he was going through, that he was talking about, was a lot of things that I was seeing for myself, and I was getting to understand. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, he's definitely. I'm pretty sure this guy. I gotta know this guy's name. You know, they man, they are doing it, man. It's him and it's another guy. I'm gonna get their names, but I mean, it's just real stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so important. But I'm gonna go on and close it out here. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Females, women, please. I hate calling y'all females, but women, please understand that we need y'all just as much as y'all need us. And this I don't need a man thing has to go away some way, somehow. We have to move away from this. It is not gonna be conducive to our community. Overall, our community is being destroyed when we start to think like this. It's being destroyed. And men are not buying into this stuff. We need marriage. Marriage brings community. Community brings culture. We need this stuff, man. Men, do not give up on black women. Do not give up on black women, man. We have to, and we are, for the most part, we are marrying black women too. I just want to put that forth. Women, not everything's about money, man. You can have a whole bunch of money and still be, and still not be happy. So I'm gonna close this out, man. This is Kavu the Mentor. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep living life lessons. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Thank you very much, and I'ma holla.